What does the Omaha real estate market look like as we move into the month of March? In today's video, we're going to look at the Omaha real estate market for the month of March, and we're going to get started right now. My name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty. I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. If you're interested in learning more about the Omaha real estate market, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. If you're relocating to the Omaha area and if you need any assistance to help you make a smooth move, my contact information is in the description below. Let's get started by looking at the current inventory. Currently, we have 1,111 homes on the active market in Douglas and Sarpy County. If you break that down between existing and new construction, we have 303 existing homes for sale and 781 new construction properties. If you're an entry-level buyer, this is a tough market. In Douglas and Sarpy County, we currently only have 150 homes on the active market below $300,000. If you're looking between $200,000 and $300,000, we only have 84 homes on the active market in that price range. This means if you're a first-time home buyer or you're a buyer in that price point, you need to be aggressive with your offer. Homes that are priced right below $300,000 are selling well over list price. Here are some tips to get your offer accepted. Number one, submit your highest and best offer right from the jump. Number two, have your agent ask the listing agent this question. Besides price, what are the top three things the seller is looking for in an offer? Maybe it's post-occupancy, maybe it's closing date, maybe it's earnest deposit, or home inspection. That information will help you and your agent write an offer that will help you win in a multiple offer situation. Number three boils down to risk. How much risk can you tolerate? Can you waive the inspection contingency? Can you waive the appraisal or cover the appraisal gap? Number four is when you search, if you're approved for $250,000, limit your search to no more than $235,000. That means a home listed for $235,000, you can bid up to $250,000 on that $235,000 home. Let's say you have money for a 20% down payment. Instead of going with 20% down payment, go with 10% down payment and use the rest of those funds to cover any appraisal gap. That could help you get your offer across the finish line. Number six is not really a tip, it's just kind of a mindset, and that is you need to be patient. Remember, the key is to buy a home. This is your first home, it's not your dream home. Number seven is look for off-market properties. Look at for sale by owners. And then the other thing you might want to look at are vacant homes. If you know a home out there that's vacant, go ahead and leave a note on the front door saying, hey, if you're interested in selling this property, put your name and number in there. That way you can find something that maybe you're not going to be in such stiff competition with. The last tip is after your offer has been submitted, have your lender call the listing agent and have a conversation with that listing agent about the strengths of your offer. Let's look at the numbers for February for Douglas and Sarpy County. Last month, we had 584 closed sales for the month of February. 481 were existing homes and 103 were new construction. The median closed sales price last month was $284,000, and the median days on market was 5 days on the market. How does last month compare to February of 2022? In February of 2022, we had 750 closed sales. 609 of those were existing homes, and 141 were new construction. The median closed sales price was $265,500, and the median days on market was 2 days on the market. Home prices were up 7.1% compared to last year. However, the number of sales were down 22%. Prices in Omaha are still up year over year. Now, I know there's a lot of YouTube content creators out there pushing crash videos, but it all boils down to supply and demand. When you have a low supply of homes and high demand, lots of buyers in the marketplace, prices go up. Now let's talk about interest rates. Interest rates are currently at 6.76% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. A year ago, interest rates were 4.29%. We have high volatility in the mortgage rates. Last month, during the month of February, we had rates go down to 5.99%. And during the month of February, we had rates over 7%, all during the month of February. The higher rates push more buyers into the lower priced ranges for affordability. The lower rates from a few years ago mean fewer sellers because sellers don't want to sell a home with a 3% interest rate to go buy a more expensive home at a 7% interest rate. There are a few more factors in play. More seniors are aging in place, so they're not selling to those millennial buyers. In our local market, we're seeing more people move into our local area. Our homes, compared to other markets, are much more affordable. More people are working from home, so someone in California can move to Nebraska, keep their job, and have a much higher quality of life. Interest rates have been the highest we have seen in 20 years. Where are rates going to go? Nobody knows. Let's take a look at jobs. The unemployment rate for the Omaha area is currently at 1.9% compared to the unemployment rate of the United States at 3.3%. If you look at the United States, Nebraska continues to have some of the lowest unemployment rates across the nation. What about the cost of lumber? Lumber has moved down from last month and is currently at $356 for 1,000 board feet. A year ago, lumber was $1,414 for 1,000 board feet. We've seen a significant decrease in the cost of lumber over the past year. Again, this helps both buyers and builders. If we look over a 10-year period, we see that the price of lumber has settled down compared to the last 3 years and is more in line with lumber prices in the past. What's around the corner for the U.S. economy? Nobody knows. It's easy to watch the news and think we're on the verge of an economic collapse. People think, well, maybe I shouldn't buy a home. Now, in some cases, that could be the wisest move. If you don't have money saved up or if you have an unstable job situation, buying a home could be a curse instead of a blessing. You want to buy a home when it's the right time for you and your family. Sometimes people don't know if they can buy a home. Now, in that situation, it doesn't hurt to at least have a conversation with a lender. Lenders are not created equal. And if you need a great lender, reach out. My contact information is in the description below, and I'll set you up with a great lender so you can eventually buy a home.